So now David Pakman did a video that was essentially a hit piece and a smear on Jill Stein. And I want to make this clear that I'm not somebody who just has this vendetta against David and is trying to go after him. He's my second favorite political show, and I watch at least 1 or 2 videos of his per day. This is more of me saying, hey man, I'm disappointed you did this. Why'd you do this? So basically, he's talking about how there were no FEC filings and saying that the money evaporated, giving off this idea that it's just gone, it's disappeared. And there were people on Twitter who were like checkmarks saying that, oh, it's been spent on the campaign and her fucking staff and travel fees. And it's like, no. Like, the small fees that were paid were travel fees for the purpose of this. But it's an article from the Daily Beast. Now, the Daily Beast, if you don't know, has done a lot of hit pieces on progressives, a lot on Bernie Sanders in the primary, as well as I think they just did a hit piece on Our Revolution. And if I'm not mistaken, it's the same author who did this. So I want to read you guys this from the article itself. It says, running a recount is actually quite expensive. Filing fees to request the recounts in Wisconsin and Michigan alone cost over $2.3 million. Attorney fees have taken some $2.6 million from the pot. Abatey, one of the recount lawyers, told the Daily Beast that the Stein campaign is still seeking access, quote, to the software used in Wisconsin's voting systems. So already in the article itself, and to be fair, the article does this in a very terrible way. And it sets you up to be deceived because they give this, headline of, what happened to her money, as in this like really ominous sort of way. And it's the Daily Beast, and they're trying to go after her, and they list all of the shit that you want to hear prior to putting this in there. They put this in like dead in the middle of the article. It's pretty far down in the article, to be completely honest with you, but they state exactly where $4.9 million went, which is about $5 million. So no, $6 million have not evaporated. And there's also the other money is accounted for by Jill Stein herself. She posted it somewhere. I want to say it was probably her website or Twitter. I can't remember exactly. But also, they're still seeking to the access to the software used in Wisconsin's voting systems. So I'm really disappointed in David Pakman for doing this because, for multiple reasons. One thing is, this is the type of shit that Steven Crowder does, and I'm not trying to equate him and Steven Crowder. Of course, that's not true. But Steven Crowder will do this type of shit a lot where he deceives with sources. And so that's why whenever you're fact-checking, always look at their own source first. That's always the most important thing to do. Check their own source. You'll usually find roadblocks just within their own source. But, not only that, but this loses any sort, because there can be legitimate criticism of Joe Stein, don't get me wrong. But when you're doing these hit pieces, it loses credibility. It makes your arguments against Joe Stein that are legitimate lose credibility because now there's the known intent of you're just trying to do hit pieces. And so I'm disappointed in what David did, and he should not have done this.